It is I, Jaffa. Just wanted to give you a quick update. There's some good news and bad news. Well, I'm not sure which is which. The 1.8 vanilla has come out. They've released the 1.8 version. Now, those who saw my first video, or perhaps it was my second, anyway, where I explained why I was not playing in 1.8, yeah, it's because the lag. Hello, thank you. It's because of the lag, and just in case you're wondering, I was down in the nether. That's why I have the fire resistance. But anyway, the lag is killer again. It is absolutely horrible. I went ahead and backed up my world before going to 1.8, just in case of something like this. And it's a good thing that I did, because this is basically unplayable right now. Every time that I start to load in a new chunk, I have to literally stop, wait, and then, as you can see, it's still loading. Still loading. There we go. Okay, so I am going to have to just limit myself to version 1.7.10, using my backup save, which means all the work that I just did down in the nether has to be redone. No other way around it. But fortunately, that means that the 3 times I died down there, they don't count. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and basically break from this, go back to 1.7. I've already got a profile set up, so it's just a matter of closing out this game and relaunching it in the 1.7. But I will not be able to play it in 1.8 simply because this lag jitter. I just cannot deal with it. If a creeper was to walk up right now, he could get close to me before I could swing. And I'm not going to play a game like that. So I'm going to limit myself to 1.7. I will revisit this world when I buy that extra memory. It's like a week or two away before I have the money, but this is now a necessity. I need to upgrade the memory and see if that does it. However, when I was running the task manager with this, it's only using about 40% of the memory for the whole system. So I don't think memory is the key for running 1.8. I think it's going to take that proc, and for that proc I am going to have to save up for. So yeah, you'll be seeing me in 1.7 basically from here on out until I make an announcement otherwise. Thanks again for sticking with me, and see you in a few minutes. I've been doing a little bit of off-camera work. I seen on one of Etho's videos, he did a tutorial on it as well. His brewing stand station is quite a bit different than this, but this little idea that he had on his I really liked, so I decided to copy. There's a water source here, so we can fill up the glass jars. And what happens is there's an item elevator behind this wall, and then it goes into hoppers into this chest. I pretty much went overboard and filled it all up. But as you can see, there's still a couple spots left. I have a couple of bottles. But what you do is you go ahead, and when you go to fill up your water bottles, you have the rest of the inventory filled. And then when you click on it, you can't hold that item, so it throws down. And then all you have to do is toss the last one. But as you can see, it goes ahead and fills up your chest. Plus each of those hoppers has 5 spots themselves, so I could do extra bottles. I don't have a need for that right now. But I have been doing a little bit of off-camera work. I have mined up some obsidian. I was trying to make an obsidian farm where you go, well, let me just head on down because I'm going to have to go to the nether. I've been doing quite a bit of work in the nether as well as outside of the nether. So let me go ahead, and zombie pigments occasionally spawn here. That's why I put these gates in. In fact, I just got done killing one. I cleared out this space from the nether to make it a little more open. I'll eventually be doing the other side as well. But my little tunnel to my other base here, I built this. This goes into where I was going to have a nether farm, but the problem that I ran into is when you leave the overworld, time stops. So it never did shut down the gate on the other side, and I just kept respawning into the gate that I had just left. This is the portal up to my upper platform, which I'm neglecting. And then I built this. This is a portal up to my iron golem farm. I decided to go ahead and build the iron golem farm because I am way short on iron. I built this special room for the portal, matched it up as you could see. This water stream prevents the villagers from being able to open this door and come in, even if I leave that open. See, if they try to just open the door and go in, they can't go in. Even if I had that open, they would automatically get pushed back. But this is the start of my iron golem farm. This is called a ring village. It's my own design. I designed 2 villages at various times that maximize the spawn ability. I went in, not to the source code, but I read on the wiki where their detection area was and calculated out what the maximum spawn could be based on several different factors. I may build my original max spawn building out in the desert, but I haven't decided on whether to do that or not. I need to get a couple of guys into this ring village. All of the villagers will be down here. This will be covered up here in a few minutes. But basically all of the villagers will be down here. There will be doors on both sides, plus up here on both sides, and then a 3rd level on both sides. What this does, because they can detect a valid village as anything within 65 blocks, let's see, it's 65 by 65 by 9. And this right here would actually make 9 tall, the 3 sets of doors. And then there will be a covering over here, glass right in the dead center. So each one of these doors will be a valid door on the village. When I read the source code, or not source code, the wiki, it talks a lot about you have to have a minimum of this and a minimum of that in order to start spawning golems. But what it doesn't say is that you have to have a maximum number of villages in order to start spawning golems. The golem rates, the maximum amount of golems that you have in an area is dependent on the number of villagers, not the number of doors. And the number of villagers is based on the number of doors, not the number of villages. So you can actually make, like if I just covered all of these with doors, I would have like several hundred villagers being able to spawn in this ring that goes all the way around the golem farm. The way that the golems spawn is that from the center of the village, like if there's a door here and a door on the other side, the center is halfway in between. So from the center of the village, golems can spawn 3 above and 3 below, which if the center is right here, here's the 3 below, and then this one would be the 3 above. And there will be water streams pushing them off to a central, whoops, I forgot to put it in the central hole here. Anyway, there'll be water streams pushing them off into the central area. On the top of the walls, I will have these half slabs. In fact, I think I'm going to just go ahead and cover the entire golem area with half slabs. But this will make it so I have an absolute ton of villagers and therefore hopefully a ton of iron golems. Now for this area right here, now that I got the portal working, I literally just finished with it. I don't actually need this ladder system, and quite honestly it was a little bit dangerous. I've fallen off more than I would care to, so I don't need this anymore. I'm going to go ahead and remove it, but I'm not going, I'm just going to dig straight down rather than trying to play the ladder trick. I'm sorry if this seems a little boring. It is, especially when you lose your shovel. You start punching dirt. Okay, but anyway, this platform that I've been building, or rather neglecting, will eventually be, you know, way out to there and way out to over there. I mean, it's going to be large square. It encompasses a large part of this iron golem farm. And then right in the very center, I don't know if you can see it, right in the very center, there's a slight shade change. That's where the dirt is. I forgot to put a stone block there. Anyway, that's where the dirt is. That's where the golems will start falling. Golems do not take any form of fall damage. So literally I have to capture them and then kill them in lava. It's the only way to kill them without, you know, having them try to kill you back. So, oh, you still can't see it very well. Anyway, that's the farm. I'm going to continue to build it. It may seem like a large project that I didn't record. You know, why didn't you record it and share it? Well, the fact of the matter is, it is a large project, but it has taken longer to cook the stone than it has to actually place the stone. As you can see by my inventory, I have to go back and cook more stone. So that's what I'll be doing. I will go ahead and finish that up, hopefully start getting some iron so I can start living life normally. And then I'm going to, the obsidian farm that I was building, I am going to build it again. I'm going to figure out how to make it work correctly, since it just keeps teleporting me back. I need to figure out a way to make it so it works correctly, and then I will be able to start harvesting obsidian. The reason why the obsidian needs to be harvested, I am going to build a gold farm. I'm not just going to be building a gold farm, I'm going to be building the maximum efficiency gold farm that you can build in the game. The weird thing about the way the nether portals work, each of those purple squares is a nether block, a nether window basically. And the more number of those you have, the more number of zombie pigmen can come through. So what's kind of weird is when you build a portal and you have it lit, the new portals can be 23 by 23, which means an area of 21 by 21 for the center. But let's just say that this right here represents 23 blocks. What I can do is skip a block, go in one like this, and have a whole new set of portals on the inside. So if this block right here, which I'll go ahead and use stone, if this stone block is one of those purple portals, and I continue to do this, okay, another one here, another one here, another one here. Anyway, it allows a maximum number of spawns in a centralized area. I have calculated out that it will take approximately 1,200 obsidian in order to make just this thing, and I calculated out at one point it would take approximately 1,700 blocks, or no, sorry, 17,000 blocks that I would have to dig out of the ground in order to make this gold farm, this super high efficiency gold farm. This is the most ambitious project I have ever taken on in survival, ever, in all of the maps that I've played, which I don't play other people's maps. I like I said before, I like to do creation. I like to build my own things, and rather than playing adventure maps that say like Vex builds or something like that, I like to do my own kind of stuff. But this will be the absolute most ambitious build that I have ever done. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do it or if I'm going to rage quit before then. But if I am able to build it, you guys will be in for a small treat. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pause this part right now. I know I'm not up on time yet, so I'm going to do some more building. I'm going to do a lot of smelting, but I don't want to subject you guys to watching me just stand here watching a furnace do work. Maybe I'll record some more of the placing of the blocks. I will definitely do an overview before activating the the village. I'll definitely do an overview before doing that. So stay tuned and let's see what we get. Okay, there we go. I don't know if that came through, but I'll go ahead and start again. Okay, my friends, I'm going to give you a quick overview of how this village and iron golem farm works. This right here, if I place the door down here, as you can see, there's a door there. There's another one above that torch. I'll show those off here in a minute. Basically, what it is if there's a door on all four sides, yeah, like this, and in order to get the door to face the right way, you have to touch the wall, slap down a door. It's just simple door mechanics on that. But as soon as I get done placing these doors, I will go ahead and show you where the center of the village will be. Because it is, it does kind of rely on the Y coordinate, but it's primarily on the X and Z axis. It's X and Z 65 blocks. Anything within 65 blocks of the center of a village will, a new valid door, which is a air block over a covered door, anything like that will actually be counted as a valid door. And if we go up here, and it's raining, so this part is getting snow because it's so far up. The center of the village will be just below these blocks. Let me go down to the next level. Whoops. Let's go all the way down to the next level. There we go. As you can see, I hollowed that out, and that's hollow right there, as I showed you once before. So what this is going to do is this is going to make, I'm going to be putting in water here. It's going to make water streams to the center. The golems will spawn on those two platforms, this one and the upper one, and they will be within the exact center of the village. Golems only spawn 6 high from the center, but they do 16 by 16, which is why this has to be so wide here. The next adventure for this particular farm will be to actually get 2 villagers from that desert base way over there, way far over there, back through the nether and here. I don't know how well that's going to work. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I did see an exploit where mine carts, if there were 3 of them piled on top, directly on top of one another, they didn't slow down like mine carts normally do, even if they're not on tracks. So I may use something like that to try and drag everybody back through that portal, and then the water stream will actually push them down into the lower area of the village. All of these up here, as you can see, is glass and half slab. So nothing is going to spawn up here, nothing whatsoever. The snow's not going to stick, so as soon as I cover this up, it's a done deal. I won't even have to worry about that at all anymore. I do have the supplies for that, so thank goodness. Yeah, I've got all the supplies I need for that. I have spent a lot of time making up these stone bricks. Since the last part of the recording, I've had to resmelt stone twice. So it's a long process here. I'm going to use a ton of wood making the doors, because the doors are not just going to be on this outside. I'm putting another set in here, which will be plopped down right there, so the door's against this wall. And what that does is any villagers that are down here will recognize these doors as valid parts of the village. If my calculations are correct, I should have hundreds of villagers in this area, which will both be good and be bad at the same time, because this area that I'm approaching right here, This is in a spawn chunk. I explicitly made it a spawn chunk for this area so that this farm will run pretty much all the time. The center of the iron golem farm is actually just out of the spawn chunk, so I may only get spawns in this corner over here, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But for right now, my main adventure is to go ahead and close the rest of this up, get the water streams ready, and I have some, let's see, I have gravel right there so that I can see where this pit actually falls down to, and then I will be able to make a bottom part of the trap down there, something to burn the golems or something like that. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, try to get the villagers over here, and do a quick wrap up of this episode. I may not be able to get to the villagers. It just depends on how hard it is. If I have to use a fishing pole and drag them back one at a time, I will go ahead and do that. I've got plenty of fishing poles. But I would like to try and find a faster way, because I just don't have the mine carts to go that whole distance. Mine tracks. Once this thing gets into production, that's not going to be a problem. For right now, it is. Thank you for staying with me, my friends. I'll give you a quick update before I sign off.
Alright, my friends, as you can see, I'm slowly... What just happened? Okay, I just turned the corner here. I'm getting basically no frames. Yeah, I've got a couple guys heading back toward, and I'm in a cart behind them. I tried the glitch where you can stack 3 carts on top of one another. But apparently they've made it to where the carts can vary. So unless you're on like a monorail or something like that, it can walk over. So I'm just having to do this the old-fashioned way. And there's a zombie pigman on the track, which there should not be able to be a zombie pigman on the track, because I have it secured. Interesting. And now I'm going backwards. No. Okay. Alright, my friends, this is the last update for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and enchant here and see what I get on some iron boots that I made. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so we need one less. By the way, to reset, I don't know if I covered it in the previous video, you hit that and, let's see, middle one over there. You hit that and they all disappear. It has to deal with the signal strength on redstone, so. Level 24. No! Damn it. I was really hoping for some feather falling. Not that I need them anymore in reality, because that project up in the sky, the iron golem farm, is done. I've also put an ice farm on top of it, since I'm going to be spending time trading with villagers. I went ahead and threw that. Okay, sorry. Got a little distracted. I went ahead and threw that a new ice farm up on the very top. I'm doing it in a slightly different way. It's only got half slabs covering the water. I'm hoping that that's going to be good enough. Otherwise, I'll have a big frozen lake up there. Not necessarily a bad thing, because it would be easy to be fixed. All I would need to do is grab some of these stone bricks, lay them down, put the same stone slabs up on top of them, and that would solve that problem. But let's
let's see. Well, let's go ahead and go show you. I had fun adventures getting these guys over from that nether. What I ended up doing is creating some power drills. And when you don't power drills, they act as a brake. So I was pushing them along, and then when we get to the power drills, it would stop their carts from continuing to go at the end of the line. So I would have a section. Let's just go in here real quick. They've been trying all the doors since coming in. Anyway, just got the newest one breeding. Apparently there is a nerf on the breeding system. Guess I can't trade with him yet. There's a nerf on the breeding system where you have to trade with them in order to get them to breed. I thought, well, the old way in 1.6 was that it was based on the number of doors. They would just infinitely continue to breed until the maximum number has been reached for, well, the minimum number has been reached for this. So apparently that's gone away. Very disappointing, because that means I'm going to have to be doing a lot of trades. And the brown coated guy in there, he's a jerk. He's a ripoff. 10 emeralds for a single diamond pick. Wow. Okay, I don't see the source blocks freezing. Source blocks are over here. I do see the rest of it freezing, so this is a good thing. I'll check it again sometime later. But this is the basic idea of it. These are all half slabs. The glass makes it so nothing can spawn up here. Little ladder up to that top area. This ladder here, I call it my warden's lookout. It's because once there's going to be a lot of people down here, I'm not going to want to directly run around in there. So what I can do is I can come up here and right mouse click. Well, I did it before. They must need to stand right in the center in order for me to do it. Lovely. Anyway, can I get him? No. Well, anyway, as you can see, he's offering 12 books for a emerald and an emerald for a piece of glass. He wants 10 emeralds for a single diamond pick. I think I've got the worst traders from that entire village. I'm going to have to go back to that village and do some trading just to get the emeralds to buy these guys off. I mean, this is ridiculous. Anyway, my friends, I just wanted to give you a quick update. I will be doing a couple of alterations. As you had seen, I've altered the nether hub by expanding this greatly. One, it has a better flow instead of coming out the little door here and turning down here and then turning here for this thing. I like this big open flow. I may incorporate part of that mountain into it, but always remembering that that block right there is a pain in the butt because there's lava directly behind it. This area here I'm going to cover in my next video, so I'm not going to go in there yet. But oh, what I was talking about, the rails. So I would run down, laying down track, and then put on power drills. Run back, push these guys to the new power drills, which would act as a brake. Then I'd put a block behind, or break the track and put a block behind them, take up all of the track, including the power rails that they were sitting in on the originating side. Then run past them, which I had to widen the road out a couple of places, and then lay down more track and power rails. And I had to do that, let's see, I had to do that 3 times on the way back. And I actually barely had enough. I think I had like 10 extra rails when I finally got them over here. I had put dirt and stuff all the way around here so that once they landed here, they were kind of trapped and I could just push them through the portal. Anyway, guys, I did get them up there as promised. I've been recording a little bit longer than I would like. I've done a lot more work off camera than I would like, but you know, this is just a fun little game. There's a lot of grindy stuff and I signed on for it. So I thank you for watching, my friends. Remember, as always, may peace find you well.